Hey there.
You are still here.
How did we get
We worked
here?
our caseload. Seems we're stuck together. Welcome back from the land of Nod. You and I can't ever really leave it, can we?
The land of Nod. You mean like dreaming or what? No. No, I suppose not. Actually, that would be... Nah, okay, let's just keep it like that. No, I suppose not. You persist. Disappointed. Unusual to wake to a kind word.
I wake to a kind word. It has been a long time. Before Torpor, I was hunted. This is a pleasant surprise.
Don't mention it. Let's take a minute while you're still gathering strength. Get to know each other. Maybe check our compass before we set sail. While we slumbered, I puzzled. And I realized I know you. Or I know who you are. You're the one they call the Nomad.
Ooh. They still remember me, yeah? Look at that. How do you know that? I am. Wait a minute. They still remember... Why do they always call me the Nomad? What do we do? How do you know that?
How do you know that?
Detective, remember? That name's been buzzing around my brain and I only just trapped it. Another mystery. Where I got the idea. I didn't expect you in Seattle, not at all. And don't rightly know how I made the leap. Once folks hear the Nomad's in town, and they will, they're going to assume a lot. There are stories. Some have you as a destroyer, others an omen of doom. But, what would you say?
Well, we are a traveler, right?
I have journeyed across centuries and continents. I am a traveler.
The stories sure do have you on the move.
Stagnation is corruption.
Amen. And if you don't mind me asking, was there anywhere, any when, that just clicked with you?
Buying dreams in Constantinople. The Masquerade of Venice. Libraries of Prague. I've said enough. Well... Something that clicked with you. That's an interesting one. Why is it that the libraries of Prague are so interesting? Like Masquerade, of course, this is the special vampire kind of thing. The dream buying stuff in Constantinople is a bit weird, like what kind of dreams were bought there? But libraries of Prague...
I remember Prague, with its 100 spires, and its libraries, places of terror and delight. I read ancient books that were printed when I was young, and I read many secrets, invaluable and unutterable.
A reader, huh? I like a good mystery myself. Tangled webs that work to a simple solution. What real life should be like, but so rarely is.
Ah, fiction. Most of the 2,000 books I read claimed to be fact. Very few told the truth.
You'll forgive me for asking, but there's more to the story. Something else, someone else happened, right?
I have said all I desire to say about myself. Tell me of you now.
All right, ask away. I warn you, I've had 100 years in this city, but my memories are Swiss cheese.
Right. So, who was your sire? What is this haven? Any memories returning about the kindred of today? That's actually very interesting. Let's go for the personal stuff.
Who was your sire?
The one who chowed down on me 100 years back? Gideon, his name was. He was a peach. I liked him. Where is he now? I don't know. My best guess is he's gone to ground or dust.
And this haven?
Tell me about your haven.
Oh, this place is not mine. Owned by a fellow by the name of Dale. But it's empty now, I know. Oh, I don't know how I know it. I can't say he was a friend, but I've always found charm in clutter. Provokes a soul to build castles out of thoughts. And a castle is a solid place to stand.
I wouldn't say that this provokes the castle of the mind, but more like the mind itself places it because it doesn't care about its surroundings. What about the kindred of today?
I have been in Torpor for decades. What can you tell me about kindred in modern times?
I can only speak to what I know, and I only know Seattle.
Are there new ways to slay us? What? Ooh, that's a good one. Tell me more about yourself. Not yet. Tell me about the Kindred Society in Seattle.
Tell me of the Kindred Society here. How have we organized in Seattle?
Oh, same as you'd have known anywhere else way back when. The Camarilla are the hotshots. Seattle's still got a court, and it's still led by a prince. They make sure we maintain the masquerade.
Same as it was then.
Yep. But everything changes the more it stays the same.
Mm-hmm. Are there new ways to killing us?
How may our kind be slain? Are there new threats?
That you've got to worry about? Well, don't book any sunshine getaways. Don't light up a cigarette wearing a gasoline overcoat. Don't lose your head. Figuratively is bad, literally is the end times. I'm sure you know all this. Stake through the heart is still a ticket to being paralyzed. No fun at all, but at least you get to watch what happens next. Oh, guns. Guns are now a sight worse than you ever knew. Bigger, louder, smarter, but also, in a way, much stupider.
I see. Will guns be a common threat?
In America? Yeah.
Okay.
Tell me about the masquerade. How does it work in this time?
Same as it was 100 years ago, and 100 years before that. We gotta blend in with John Q. Public, and John Q. isn't meant to know that vampires are real. Let me be clear, Seattle's court is serious about the masquerade. You attract mortal attention, they'll put you down like a horse with a broken leg.
As it should be.
As it should. Why do we care so much about it? Are there any other new threats we got? Any other thing that's new?
Is there anything else I should know? Any other new dangers in the current time?
Ooh, yes. Mortals all have cameras now. In the telephones they carry, and they're always filming everything around them. Streaming, they call it. Sending it to the cloud. Online. For everyone to see forever.
Lines? A camera inside a... what? The cloud. Is any of this important?
I've got theories about these clouds, but just know, if mortals are around, blend in or we all die.
And what do mortals know of us?
What do mortals know of us? Have they learned anything of the last 100 years?
No, the babes are still asleep for the most part.
Good. Do they still think we cower before garlic, crucifixes, and holy water?
Oh, they think a lot more than that now. Young adult literature has revolutionized our image.
It can be no worse than Stoker.
That depends on your perspective. Some of the old guard really don't like the idea of the glitterati. But times change.
Tell me more about yourself now.
I would know more about you.
Any memories?
When we first spoke, you had little recent memory. Do you remember anything more?
One thing. Alcohol. On the air, on the floor, in glasses and bottles. After that, I'll walk in the dark.
Modernity is intriguing. About that alcohol.
The world outside is intriguing. It will be fascinating to learn its workings.
It's not too bad, all told.
What is this about alcohol? Your memory seems drenched in it.
Well, I'd say I was in a bar. If you feel properly woken, maybe we could try to find it.
I am awake, but there is something wrong. My blood is sluggish. I should be strong by now, even after torpor, and I am not.
Reckon that mark has brought you down a peg?
Speculation accomplishes nothing.
True, but let's just take another second. You know my blood is Malkavian. You know they call us lunatics, madmen, or prophets. But where do you draw a bloodline?
Ooh, okay. Now we can change things. Wonderful. The thing is, they just give this to you for selection. If I click on any of these, do I see a preview thing for all of that? Oh, mastery rating. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I have a difficulty for this. What's that mastery rating anyway? Like easy to master or whatnot? Anyway, the first one, the clan affinities reduced. No, wait, what was that one? Brujah. Okay. The thing is, the name Brujah is at the center. but it's not on the card. Very interesting. So, yeah, Brujah. Reduced ability... Wait, clan affinity, reduced ability cost. Reduced ability cost. Reduced ability cost, reduced ability cost, reduced ability cost. Oh, I think I know why. Because there are certain things... Like, you can, I think, learn all of the abilities. You can become like a mix and match of everything. But certain clan abilities are easier for you to use, I think. So we should focus on these first. So, Brujah. The Brujah's power lies in their strength and swiftness. They use these skills to turn the tide of battle, acting fast, hitting hard, and goading their foes into making a fatal move. A Brujah is an unstoppable force in a fight, their unparalleled prowess ensuring they remain on top. They have a celerity, presence, and potence. That is good, but we don't know... Oh, there's Q. There's preview for Q. Oi, that's a lot. Brutality. After feeding, become flushed with vampiric strength. Yeah. After feeding, become flushed with vampiric strength, temporarily increasing the power of all your melee attacks. Then there's this stuff. Oh, okay. What if I click on that? Nothing. Good. So, target multiple opponents and unleash an unstoppable hail of punches with the final strike dealing increased damage. That is the celerity thing. Instead of motion, we have a potion. Okay, you select one, kind of. You can also flip between the targets. Look at that. Oh, okay. It's like clink, 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 and then goes through the whole thing. Charge. Surge forward with a preternatural speed and rage, grabbing an enemy you collide with to use as a battering ram to knock down others in your path. It's actually quite nice. Deals decent damage. And taunt. Yeah, just flip them off. Does it work? Yes. Use your supernatural presence to enrage an opponent or civilian prey, compelling them to attack you. While enraged, the target takes increased damage. And Mystery Shock. Slam the ground with explosive force, flinging surrounding enemies into the air. Nearby opponents will take significant damage. Okay. You can Rage Stomp. And then what? Spark of Rage. Killing enemies without feeding still activates your clan passive, which is this one. After feeding... Wait, what? Killing enemies without feeding still activates your clan passive. And the clan passive is after feeding, which is every time we kill someone. Yes. Become flushed with vampiric strength, temporarily increasing the power of all your melee attacks. So that basically means as long as you are fighting and killing, you're good. Okay. What else we got? I think in the main selection for the character, there was a certain character setup that you can do as well. Not just male and female setup, but also this stuff. I do not know when the character look can be changed or not. But yeah, let's see. What's the next one in here? This is Tremere. Members of Clan Tremere wield arcane powers and can bend blood to their will, weaponizing it against their foes. Their society affects not only their own blood, but also that of their enemies, and they are able to inflict great pain and destruction on those that oppose them. We got Dominate and Bloodsearch. There are certain abilities that are always present, it seems. Look at this one. This one also has Blood Sorcery. Very interesting. This one also has Dominate and Presence, and this one also has Dominate. I have a lot of characters in here have Dominate in that. And we have 2 in here. Interesting. There are only 2 with 2 clan affinities. Is there any benefit in it or not? Anyway, Tremere to determine destruction that opposes them. So, let's look at the previews here. The passive. The bodies of enemies slain by feeding will dissolve away. Okay. By feeding. Very interesting. And the purpose of this is to not leave behind any traces? Okay. And we got the first one. Strike, relocate, effect, and mastery. Okay. So there's like mastery, effect, relocate, and strike. Good. These are the 4 abilities basically, like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that you can mix and match. So place a curse on an opponent. The next time they take damage, their body will swell up and explode. Strong opponents take significantly longer to curse. And boom. Wait a minute. So first comes the curse, because they need to take damage, and then we throw something at... Oh, this is nifty. But sweet. What if I were to use this on a body that is already dead? Mark your current position. Recall. Mark your current position. Use again to return to that position. And up there we go. Interesting. I don't know if there's a timer for this, but this is definitely a nice get out of jail card. So, and the effect Cauldron of Blood. Boil a person's blood from the inside. Their horrified screams will draw others close. And anything about them dying or so? No. They're just getting a little hotter. And then it's kind of like Taunt. Yeah. So there are effects that affect people, getting their attention, luring them towards somewhere, some places. Taunt towards the attacker. Cauldron of Blood towards the victim. This is relocate, like the charge forward of the Brujah, but slightly different. Then you have your multiple punches, or like strike in this case, something that does damage. And then you have this, the Blood Salvo. Conjure a set of blood daggers that can be thrown with telekinesis. So first you summon them up, and then you throw them forward like that. Interesting. Kind of looks like the Darkness abilities, with the tentacle stuff. And Blood of Potence. Feeding will recharge an additional blood pip for random ability. So there are blood pips now for a random ability. So that means that there's no general blood use, it seems, in here, but you can use your other abilities so many times. But I have to figure that out. Anyway, so the next one, Banu Haqim. The Banu Haqim are silent judges, lawbringers and executioners, swift and deadly. They can silence and dispatch their foes through both violence and sorcery. Banu Haqim can take down an enemy with chilling precision in a blink of a mortal eye, before disappearing without a trace. And they also have blood sorcery, which is weird. Wait a minute. Clan affinities, reduced ability cost for dominated blood sorcery. And this, yeah, this one has the icon of blood sorcery, so this is a little easier. So this one has it easier using his own abilities and one of another clan. Same for this one. And no. I wanted to look at this one for the icon. Yeah, look at that. There are different icons here. This is celerity because of speed. Celerity as well too because of the charge. Taunt is, I don't know what this is. And then we have potence for like some might stuff. Presence. Okay. How does what was presence again? Presence is taunt. Okay. So affecting people. This one is blood magic, blood magic, blood magic, blood magic, and blood. So Brujah have a mix of abilities that yeah, makes them like a nice mix and match for everything. This one can only get lower costs on 2 abilities, and again blood sorcery and dominate, which is on a completely different tree. Then we have celerity, blood sorcery, and obfuscate, which makes you invisible. Let's see. Banu Haqim. All your actions become entirely silent for a period after feeding. We do not know how long that period is, but the thing is you have to feed constantly. And feeding in this game is like extremely brutal. It's not that you can feed on them or something. Like, look at that. You rip everything away from them and then they're dead. So, all your actions become entirely silent for a period. Then, slash swiftly in front of you, instantly beheading weaker opponent. This is strike. This is the blood magic. Good. Okay. You just pop them like a cork. Slash swiftly in front of you, instantly beheading weaker opponents. The instantly beheading part, that's actually a funny bit. Relocate. Celerity. Move so fast that time appears to stop around you. Okay. How does relocate actually work? We make everything slower for a moment and we can just move a little bit. Okay. It's not that we're actually faster in celerity. And effect. Mute. Silence an individual, so neither their screams nor weapons can be heard by others. This is a really cool ability. In this situation, the others were still able to see them for some reason. And this mute ability is obfuscate. So obfuscate doesn't make you silent, or makes you invisible somewhat, but in this case it makes the sound invisible as well. And unseen aura, that's an interesting one. Become temporarily invisible to enemies and civilians. Note, you can still be heard. Okay. So how do you play around that? But it's a very interesting little thing here. It's mastery, aura. Look at that. There was a takedown happening there. And the takedown did not make you visible. Either at the end. I don't know. Maybe it's permanent. Sprinting while crouched triggers a fast prowl. Low to the ground. Okay. Unseen passage. A fast prowl. Kind of cool, but I don't know if this one actually is any good or not. But you can prowl if you want to. So this one is definitely a cool thing. Banu Haqim. What else we got? We got Ventrue, of course, with Dominate and Presence as their main abilities. The Ventrue are masters of control, subduing and puppeteering others through sheer force of personality and will. They can freeze enemies in their tracks, turn them against each other, or make them forget they were even there. The Ventrue resilience also allows them to withstand attacks and survive inevitable reprisals. So, Flesh of Marble. Feeding hardens your skin, making you highly resistant to damage. Just a passive thing. So, first feed on anything. I do not know for how long that one take. Look, wait. Look at the character that actually fed on them at the beginning. That is a hooded guy. Hoodedness is not a vampiric trait for the for Ventrues. Ventrues do not wear hoodies. So feeding harms your skin, and also the clan affinities are part of this passive. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. What if you have multiples of these clan affinities? I do not know. Strange. So, strike. Terminal decree. Use your strength of will to command a mortal to kill themselves. Vampires will be staggered and disarmed. How do you even turn your own neck like that? In this situation, would make more sense if they use the gun instead. Like this is... It's weird. So, let's see. Relocate. Possession. Oh, we do not relocate. We let others do the relocation for us. Oh, this is good. Possesses an opponent to see through their eyes and control their movement for a period. While possessed, the target can be commanded to attack another person. Nice. This is a very, very interesting relocation ability. And affect. Cloud memory. Causes a target to forget you were there, putting them into a relaxed state. So you can just go past them. The thing is, it says a target, which means we have to use this on every individual that we need to go past. It's not some kind of presence thing. It's more like a domination thing. All of this seems to be domination. Yes. Interesting. So, mastery, mass manipulation. Subdue enemies within view, preventing them from attacking. Ventrue and effect abilities will apply to all subdued opponents while mass manipulation is active. So subdue enemies within view, preventing them from attacking. That's the first thing. Ventrue and affect abilities will apply to all subdued opponents and affect. What is affect? This cloud memory, okay. But then they also did not mass manipulation, but they also did the mass suicide. See that? Oh, now I see. Now I see. It says Ventrue and affect. This one is an affect, cloud memory, but I think you can use affect for something else. So if you were to use mass manipulation with, let's say, possession? That would be an interesting one. But yeah, terminal decree, for example, is a Ventrue ability that they used together with mass manipulation. First you trigger it, And then you select another ability that you want to use on them. And in this case, it's Terminal Decree. And instead of using it on one target, you use it on all of the affected ones. Interesting. But that means that we can use all the effects of other classes there too. I think that could work. I don't know. Increases the amount of health restored by feeding. Alright. So what was the other effect on this one? There's mastery. Mute. Okay, so you can turn everyone silent. This is actually a nice combination. And then you get what? Mastery effect. Cauldron of... Ooh. Ooh. Okay, wait a minute. What's the core effect of this one? Taunt. It makes no sense. The target takes... Oh, the target takes increased damage. This is good. Wait a minute. Did he just use a gun to attack him? Yo, okay, you can use telekinesis and guns at the same time. You can become a gunmancer in this game. Interesting. Okay. We've just seen some very interesting shenanigans. And Lasombra. Lasombra uses their powers to stoke the fire of fear in enemies and allies alike. Masters of shadow, they bend darkness to their will. Capable of nightmarish feats, they weaponize their control of shadows to isolate, ensnare, and instill dread in any target. The interesting thing is that you have Brujah with 3 affinities. Or clan affinities. It says clan affinities, reduced ability cost. Either for these 3 or only for the Brujah. I don't know. I have to figure that out. But anyway, this one has 3 of a kind, right? Also, and this one also has 3 of a kind. This one is 2. This one is 2, and this one also has 2. Oh, seems to be a little cheaty, a little bit of cheaty. Okay, so we get Domination, Potence, and Oblivion. So passive, Shadow Cloak. Feeding on enemies casts you into shadow, making you harder to see for a period. Kind of like the way they hold their hands. So, let's see. Is it? I don't know. Wait a minute. Do they have different kind of hand position? Where's the sneakiness here? I don't see his hands. That's the flip off. Whatever. So, back to this one. Shadow, strike with a thin shadow across the ground. Opponents caught by it will be temporarily trapped in place unless damaged. If I could just recall the name, I would give it to you, but yeah, it's a Naruto ability. So... let's see, you can do that, you can trap them a little. You can also lift them upwards a little bit. Very interesting. Arms of Ahriman. So, relocate, Shadow Step. Really cool ability. Step into your own shadow and swiftly emerge from the shadow of your target. Nice. Wait a minute, how do you direct that? Because it's right in front of the target, right? You're supposed to get out of the shadow of the opponent. How do you know why you actually step out of the shadow for this one? Can be a very tricky ability. Effect. Glimpse of Oblivion. Cause an individual to become afraid, fleeing their post and running from their allies. Just like that. Domination ability. Nice. But for how long? And the thing is, the enemy is away. Their weapons are gone. Their blood is gone. So you don't actually get any good benefits off of that. Just saying. The other way with domination or like turning them against each other, that's more useful because it gets rid of an enemy and another enemy at the same time. So, whereas this one gets rid of an enemy and their stuff. You don't want that. So, Mastery. Enter Oblivion. Cast a broad shadow ahead of you, then temporarily enter a dimension where only you and others touched by the shadow exist. Okay. That is interesting. Wait a minute. How do you... Okay, so this outline of a person is your shadow. And you can just... This is a really cool ability. Oblivion. Wait, how much Oblivion we got? Arms of Ahriman, there's a shadow ability. Another shadow ability. Oblivion, a little bit of domination, and Oblivion again. But there was a third one, wasn't it? Yeah, the third one is not mentioned, but it makes it a little easier to use abilities. So, prevents a mortal from attacking you while feeding. Stygian Shroud. Wait, prevents mortals, only mortals, so if you fight other vampires, it does not count, from attacking you while feeding. So you can use this in combat against mortals. Very specific. Feeding on enemies casts you into shadow, making you harder to see for a period. Not only are you on enemies, okay, so there are mortals and enemies. There are little different things here. So you cannot get attacked if you attack mortals. Ghouls might be considered mortal, but anyway. Oh, potents. This one has it easier to use potents abilities. Potents abilities on the Brujah, mostly. Not mostly, there's only one. Wait a minute, where's the potent stuff when you need it? Blood magic, obfuscate. This is just domination, all of it. Blood magic. There is no potent. There's only one potence ability so far. That's really weird. Okay, what about the Toreadors? They have celerity and presence. There's only one. Wait. This is one potence ability. The only one so far, by the way. This is all blood magic. Blood, celerity, obfuscate, and obfuscate. Domination. Nothing. Oblivion, domination, oblivion. And as a passive, they have a bonus on potence. Only the Brujah have potence on one ability. This makes no sense. Okay, wait. So, let's go for the next one. Toreador. The Toreador's enthralling presence allows them to make the first move, often before their enemies has a chance to react. They can entrance their victims and enemies, luring them in and blinding them to the danger in front of them, until it is too late. So, do we use this one or not? A cat's grace. Move faster after feeding. Oh, I like speed. I love it. The thing is, it also has presence. I need to figure out who else has a presence ability. So, entrancing kiss. Presence. Kiss an individual to entrance them for a period, making them an ally that will defend you from attacks from others. The weaker the will of the target, the longer they will be entranced. This is nice. Exactly what I mean about getting rid of a target and another one at the same time. It's not just one, but maybe others as well. Strike one. Relocate. Blink. Instantly dash to a targeted location. Okay, so they are fast after feeding. I like fastness. I like blinking abilities. I like this character control thing. Like all of this screams Toreador to me. Effect. Beckon. Put an individual into a docile trance where they will walk to where they last saw you. Okay, so you can lure them around in order to feed on them properly or whatever. Very interesting. And then we have the blurred momentum also. Wait, what? This is presence and speed? Presence? Or like celerity in this case. Blurred momentum. Temporarily boost your reflexes, allowing you to evade attacks. And how do I do this? Just by moving around? I don't know how the effect actually works. Like you could... This is just... You become a hedgehog. Like not only are you faster after feeding, no, you can make yourself faster just like that. That is amazing. So the Toreador is all about mind control and speed. I love that. Relocate abilities will recharge over time. So that's an interesting perk of the Toreador. What's this one? Relocate. Relocate like blink. So that means you can blink all over the bouquet. out of all the ability, I mean, you could take this one, this perk, and then use it with another relocate ability. The question is just which one of them costs you blood to use, or how does the magic in this game actually work? So, I still haven't found any potence abilities so far. Maybe there are other abilities that you can unlock, but these are the ones that you get for now. Prevents mortals from a day. The thing is, the shadow abilities are kind of cool. It's like Tremere with shadows, pretty much. Yeah, like this thing's mind control-y, whatever. Cast a broad shadow, prevents mortals from attacking you while feeding, and what was that one? The bodies of enemies slain, This is good for sneaking and whatever. Don't know why, but the thing is, it just makes it easier to sneak around. But other than that, feeding will recharge an additional blood pip for a random ability. Oh, now I get it. So blood pips do get regenerated. But when you have like an auto cooldown reduction thing for abilities, you don't need a blood pip for it. You can just do it. Just do it. And just using movement abilities means Tremere, Toreador all the time. Not self control. Set up blood diggers. That can be. This is nice sniping stuff. I mean, it's a cool ability, but it's not the way I usually play. It's like sniping, pretty much. Cauldron of Blood, kind of the same thing. It's a cool ability, but for some reason it doesn't feel right. Recall is a cool one. All of those movement abilities are pretty cool. I just want to have a character with multiple relocate abilities. So, what do we got? Strike, Blood Curse. Place a curse on an opponent the next time they take damage. This is cool, because it's gimmicky. I like this one because it is gimmicky. Okay, this is gimmicky, this is cool. This is gimmicky, this is cool. This is standard stuff. Feeding makes it easier for you and all of this stuff. And then you have Dominate and Blood Magic. So you can use other dominating abilities like this one, probably. Feeding Hearts. The thing is, all of these abilities don't... There's always something that I don't quite like. Anyway, Flash of Marble is pretty good because that makes you resistant in combat. Pretty sweet. Use a Strength of Will to command mortals to kill themselves. And members will be staggered and disarmed. I mean, it's kind of like the possession thing, just a little different. Possession thing, like this other Toreador ability. Possesses an opponent to see through their eyes and control their movement for a period. While possessed, the target can be commanded to attack another. This is cool. Okay, so let's see how many abilities we can say, oh, it's cool. Cause a target to forget you were there, putting them into a relaxed state. A really cool ability. Subdue enemies within view, preventing them from attacking. Ventrue and effect abilities will apply to all subdued components while mass manipulation is active. Ventrue and effect. Ventrue and effect. What's the effect on this one? It's mastery, that's affect, beckon. Okay, get over here. You can only say that when you are floating like on a ledge or something. What's the effect of this one? Glimpse of Oblivion. So you can make all of them flee, but then you don't get any blood from them, so that's a bit counterproductive. The Cauldron of Blood. Okay, so Cauldron of Blood together with... Where's the thing? That way. No, wait. Blood Sorcery doesn't quite work there, but anyway. What was the thing here? Taunt. Not quite the affect ability that I had in mind. The thing is, Banu Haqim are kind of cool. And Lasombra are kind of cool. For some reason, this is easy because you have it much easier. And then you also have this other stuff. I'm definitely going for either Banu Haqim or Lasombra, one of the two. The question is just which one has the cooler abilities. Because I don't quite want to go for Tremere right now. Let's see. The prowling thing sounds gimmicky to me, but I don't know why this will be good at all. It's really strange. Unseen Aura. Become temporarily invisible to enemies and civilians. Note, you can still be heard. I mean, invisibility is pretty sweet. The muting thing, this is a nice gimmicky thing, right? You can take out a target from afar and you have to get closer. You don't just throw blood daggers at them. Split second. Move so fast that time appears to stop around you. Relocate. This is almost like the other celerity ability of the Toreador. Bladed hand. This is the only thing I have a bit of an issue with because for some reason it doesn't. I don't want to use the hands for some reason. I don't know why. So, slash swiftly in front of you, instantly beheading weaker opponents. Yeah, sure. The thing is, you have to feed first, and then you are silent. The thing is, when you are silent, you can just dash at them, do anyway. All your actions, they say. Including throwing other objects at them. Sprinting while crouched triggers a fast prowl, low to the ground. I do not know why. That would be interesting. But the thing is, maybe the prowl is good. The thing is, there's no little video showing that to you. But a fast prowl. I don't know if the fast prowl... I think I'm gonna go for Banu Haqim. So, what about Lasombra though? Feeding on enemies casts you into a shadow, making you harder to see for a period. Yeah, this is cool. Same as the silence thing. Strike with a thin shadow across the ground. Opponents caught by it will be temporarily trapped in place unless damaged. Oh, unless damaged. Good. Doesn't tell you for how long though. Nice way to get rid of enemies. Then we have Shadow Step. This is a really cool ability. So this is a trap ability. Or like CC. This is a stat thing. This one needs a target. Yeah, this one needs to target an enemy. I don't know if you can target anything other than. It says from your target. I don't know if you can relocate anywhere though. I have to test that. Glimpse of Oblivion. Cause an individual to become afraid, fleeing their post and running from their allies. This is nice, but I don't want to use that. Because once they flee, they will indicate that there's something bad happening there. And then they will probably lure other people to my location. So that's not good. Cast a broad shadow ahead of you, then temporarily enter a dimension where only you and others touched by the shadow exist. It's cool, but it doesn't do anything. I mean, it basically is a chase ability. Everything is gone, and you can dash towards them. But what if you position your shadow in a way that no one gets triggered? Like all of them just run away, right? But what if you just don't? What if you don't hunt them at all? What if you use this in order to get past enemies? Like Shadow Step, but much cooler. Think about it. That mastery ability might be the absolute overpowered thing. Just don't use it against enemies. Just don't. Just use it to move. Move past enemies, make the game a breeze. Yeah, you have to forget like the fact that you need to attack them, right? Prevents mortals from attacking you while feeding. Okay. Then you can go to the next one, feed on them, go to the next one, feed on them. But what if they are not mortal? Making you harder to see for a period. But yeah, you are still getting... I don't quite know how this would be interesting when there are other characters around. Makes no sense. Cat's Grace is amazing, move fast after, but you have to feed first. I mean, you are faster, yes, but the enemies still know you are there. Transit Kiss. Nice thing. It's a presence ability, not domination. Instantly dash to a target locate. Like, this is cool. Absolutely amazing. Together with that, oh, would be so good. Instantly dash to a targeted location. Back and put the individual into a docile trance where they will walk to where they last saw you. Nice. Blurred momentum is really cool. But the thing is, you have to fight all of them. This is not quite the thing that I want to do here. So Lasombra, also hunting stuff. This one is fairly offensive, whatever. What about the Brujah? We got lightning strike. The thing is, it just slows down time dramatically. If you have, let's say, other weapons in hand, then this would be really cool too. Then we got relocate. Relocate is a really good ability, especially in an open room like that. Use your opponent to enrage opponents, compelling them to attack you while enraged. The target takes increased damage. Not just that, for some reason their weapon is gone. That's weird. This is actually really nice. Like, Taunt is such a stupid ability. You don't need to be a vampire for that. Slam the ground with explosive force, flinging surrounding enemies into the air nearby. Opponents will take significant damage. This is cool. It's better than evading enemies. You just get rid of the enemies entirely. Pretty cool. And the only potent ability. Why? There is something missing in here. I don't know why. This is where the potent abilities. I said that. Wait. Didn't I say that there were 2 potent abilities? This one has no potency abilities so far, but anyway. I'm gonna go for Banu Haqim. Took a long while, but we're gonna take this one. Is this the clan you are going to... Okay, let's just look at this, just so that we know that this is the one. Silence, but deadly, yes. Bladed hand, split second, mute, unseen aura. Absolutely. We're gonna go for the sneaky dude.
Ah, that'd explain it. Banu Haqim. Some still call you assassins, but Nico's quick to educate the foolish.
A taste of a foreign body. 2000 experience, and I don't know why. Tap the tap for the ability trait. Silence of death. How many ability points do we have? This one says level 2. This one says ability point cost 1. Can we... Okay, you have to click on the one. You have to click on the icon. Then you have to hold it in order to unlock, like a secret thing. And appearance? Let's see. Ah, there you go. You can change your appearance, either just in here or in general. That's actually pretty sweet. Oh, this is good. I was wondering when we were able to get that. I like these eyes. I also like these eyes. I also like these eyes. I also like these eyes. What if I were to get the right and the left click? Do we have multiple eyes here? Navigation, selection, back. Nice. Where's the multiple eyes kind of thing, huh? Piercings, face. We have this face, that face, this face, this face, this face. Nice. The thing is, you change your character after... Wait. You have this stuff here. Good. It's a combination of everything. Oh, this is beard and... No. Okay. So you get yourself makeup and the scars. That's not what I want. I just want the, like, rough-ish scars around it. Would be a little bit of a giveaway here. For enemies. What's this one? Blushing. Wow. You can overdo it with the makeup, you know. Okay, what else we got? This one. We can get... Yeah, so... we go for the Matrix kind of stuff. If anything, we're gonna go for that. Love this one. Okay. Either nothing. We don't go for scars. That actually... Look at the eyes here. Much better to see here if they are a bit darker around. Even this one is good. That's a bit much. That's actually pretty good. That one kind of looks like vampire, pretty much. Can we... We cannot turn him around. Why not? We can use navigation left and right, or can we? Nah, not quite. Okay, you can use your directional keys in order to move that thing around, but you don't need to. Let's see. Why does it feel as if we... Okay. It would be nice to activate multiples at the same time. Not just this one, or this one. This one, and 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 so on, right? That would be sweet. To layer it on top. To combine multiples of the same time. So you can also combine this one here with, let's say, that. So it's easier to say. The thing is, that's a little bit on the nose. Do we go for any of these? Nah, no piercings. Like, why? Like, if we want to get through to a target, right, and there's a metal detector in the way, not only will it trigger because of our piercing, actually the golden ones look pretty decent. The silvery stuff, nah, the gold actually does look pretty good. So, but yeah, the metal detector will get triggered not just because of our weapons, no, because of all the piercings there too. And the interesting bit is that most of these piercings, except for this one, are on the standard parts of his face. They're not up here, or like down there. I mean, you could put them all over the place. Let's see. Anything else about the eyes though? What else we got? I mean, this is pretty good. Or this one. Questions, which one is greener? This one is yellowish green, and this one is greenish green. Yeah, this one has a bit more yellow. I'm gonna go for this one. I like the iris on that. That is a bit too much toxic stuff in there. The purpley bit's pretty good. That one's pretty good. Dude, that's amazing. Okay, that's like green and green. That's Demon Eye. Demon Eye 1, Demon Eye 2. Ghost-ish kind of thing. And everything is dark. So then we got your Hyuga clan. And you got this thing. What was that just now? Interesting. And this is the snake eyes. Orochimaru eyes. Oh, amazing. So, wait a minute. This is the standard one you start with. Some kind of like reddish brown. Actually, this is more reddish brown. This is like brown. This yellowish brown, bluish, and green. I think I'm gonna go for normal green. That looks like he has some kind of other illness there. But okay, we're gonna go for normal green. What about the out? Okay, we don't have any outfits. There are different outfits. That is amazing for different classes. Sweet. Obtain bladed hand to unlock. Oh. Okay, so you cannot wear clan outfits if you don't learn any of the clan abilities. Good to know. So, next up, we have that. To be honest, that one looks like an old vampire kind of, that Egyptian kind of style. So, there is no hair color selection, right? There's a preset of hairs. This one and that one. It looks like there's a lot of hair selections, but it's not. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in different colors. And we got a nice green there. Nice. Nice. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And even whitish. That's pretty neat. The thing is, I want to turn it around so I see how it looks from the back. Alright. The thing is, the standard one's pretty decent, and that one is also pretty decent. I'm not gonna go for this one or this one. So either this or that. But I think I'm gonna go for that one. The problem that I have with this is that the hair up there are not long enough. Okay, so do we go for white? Do we go for red? What about that? I kind of like that. Okay. So, do we go for purple? No. Do we go for green? Absolutely. I mean, look at the eyes. So much nicer. And also, wait a minute. What kind of... What clan uses the color green? None of them. I mean, the Banu Haqim were light blue. Then there's like black or darkish blue for the Ventrue, I think. Then there's red for the Tremere. Then there's black for the shadow guys, the Lasombra, or they had some kind of like, I don't know, red as well. Or like pinkish almost. And then there's like the Brujah were yellow. The Tremere were also red. Oh, purple. Purple was for the mages. Okay, that was for them. I thought they had like red because of their blood magic, but no, they don't. So, okay, what about the face? I mean, it does kind of help with the green, right? That is a bit much. That would be okay. Much. Okay. I'm looking for any other makeup stuff there on the face. Nah. I mean, there's also some yellowish, greenish stuff here, right? That's too white. Not good. No, that's like French Revolution. That one would be a continuation of the rest of his scars. And it would make more sense, it seems. Because all of his body is scarred except for his face. Right? So why would we use anything else other than the scars that continue the pattern on his face? Like we have scars on our hands, right? On our arms, on the body, everywhere. Why not on the face? It's only not on the face because we can select a different face, but I don't know. So, I think you could change the appearance all the time, can't you? Yeah, I think you can. So, do we go for facial? I mean, this is pretty obvious that there's something going on here, right? Masquerade Breaker, instant. So either we go for this, the scars, or that one. I just love these glasses. I don't know why. So, let's see. We got Codex, Ability Tree there. So we have to learn the first one. What's that? There are ability points. This one, and this one. I do not know what they do, but they definitely do something. Interesting. To unlock this ability, hold Enter or the left mouse button. Then there's also other settings. Appearance is that. Okay, so let's unlock that then. Alright, and the Fabien symbol is locking away our abilities. So the moment we are talking with the Malkavian, the symbol was doing something to us, was hurting us, and the symbol also is locking away our abilities. So that means that the connection to Fabien is the thing that, yeah, makes us weaker for some reason. Like, there's some connection there. Something with the connection to Fabien, or maybe the connection to Fabien is, maybe the symbol tries to stop the connection with Fabien, but it's stronger, so it hurts us, right? As a preventive measure, either that way or the other. But there's definitely something there. And the ability, okay, so we are not level 2, we have 2 ability points. Good to know. Right, and I think this level here could be like the amount of experience towards the next experience thing. What if we were to get other clans in here? It doesn't work yet. Okay. So we have bladed hands. What about the appearance? Shouldn't we have unlocked something? Where is it? Where is my... There. Bladed hand to unlock. Split second to unlock. What if we were to unlock this one instead? To access this ability, unlock previous abilities. Okay, so you have to unlock all of them first if you want high level abilities. I do like the 3 ability points cost to unlock all Banu Haqim abilities. Really? sprinting while... So the thing is, I wanted to get that perk here. But it's so far up. Oh, yeah. Okay, that could take a little while. That could take a very, very, very long while. But we are going to unlock everything. So... let's get the bladed hands thing then. Ow. Oh, okay. Well, how does that work? Place a ability points cost clan affinity. Higher? 10. Ability point cost 10. And this one makes it easier. Okay. So there are some that cost more, and then there are also different kind of costs here. I learned this ability from Fletcher at Markham Bar. Can we just use that without the ability cost? That would be interesting. I think you can force learning that ability. Yeah. You can kind of grind it a little bit. So, clan affinity. This is celerity stuff. Nice. Okay, I think we are going to have a little bit of fun with the creation of our little vampire. Do we like the hoodie? No, not one bit. Moment of silence, a gleam in the dark, and an end to existence. Look, and they were already gone. The stalker. The trickster. Obtain blood curse to unlock. Alright. We can't use the passives. So, the passives cannot be obtained normally, just the active abilities. Sadly, we cannot... what were the abilities anyway? Oh no, wait. You cannot click on things that are hidden in the dark. Okay. Right. Yeah, that makes things now a little bit difficult. But anyway, we're going to keep that selection. The mark. A strange symbol that even with a full day of rest, the mark persists and the nomad has not returned to their full strength. Perhaps the two facts are connected. Wait, what? It appears by the focus of the network lines across their whole body. Yes, whole body, including the face, by the way. Alright, and then I'm also have to look into all of the other stuff, but I'm going to do this at the end of the next episode, but because this is already a long one. Oh, look at this. A map. Can I... WA isn't D or anything. Oh, WA isn't D moves the thing. The mouse cursor, you cannot hold it and drag it. You have to use WA isn't D for this. Interesting. You can do a lot of other stuff. Markham Bar, that's what... Markham Bar. Macomb or whatever. A bar there. So this seems to be everything of the city, or is there more? Let's just say this is enough for now, right? Okay. An awful lot of streets. Definitely good. So, what do we have here? Main quest? Okay, let's look for this one, or forget about this one. There's clan contacts for different clans, in this case symbolized by the Brujah symbol. Side quest is purple. Sanguine, blood resources, or resonance. Sanguine, choleric, and melancholic. There are actually, I believe, 4 fuels, names for the liquid. Like sanguine means like being bloody, like yeah, kind of like it's a good feeling kind of thing, I believe. Then there's choleric, being like enraged. Kind of makes sense. Melancholic is like feeling dreamy, or like sleepy, or like down, kind of low energy kind of thing. And then there is a 4th one that I don't quite remember what it was. So wait a minute, we can actually set a... That's weird. If we...
Natty. And no one in this city will blink twice at you.
Mm-hmm.
While you were getting dolled up, I rooted out a memory. Realized why I brought us to Dale's place. I was here, I think. Not long before whatever happened. If we're gonna solve our cases, we could track back my footsteps. See if we can find that bar.
So, find Fabian's bar. M, by the way, doesn't open up your our maps. C and B, no. Escape then. Escape and map. Shouldn't there be a hotkey that opens up certain thingies in here? We have interact, we get heightened senses, we get... No. It's a controller heavy kind of thing. So the pointer remembers that. What's this? Collectible. Yeah. We're gonna have a little bit of good time. Toggle secondary map markers. What? Okay. There are... Space doesn't do much. E and Q moves the whole thing around. Wasn't there another button that we can use to do that? Like left clicking, right clicking doesn't work. We can only do this with enter for some reason. Okay, doesn't work. So I think setting waypoints only works if there's something that you can actually click on. Like quests, clan contacts, whatever. Anything that actually exists. Like the St. Stephen's Church, for example, cannot be targeted. Right. We got a little bit of the hoodie stuff. I really don't like that outfit. I want different classes. And there is a pick-me-up. Yeah, look at that. But I would say we are going. Can we actually game? Resume, exit, whatever. I do not know when the last quick save was or whatnot, but we are definitely going to have a pause now and continue from here on out in the next episode. Like and subscribe as usual, and ta-ta.